behind Collective Calling is to gather a collective of people who have had a calling to serve others and work together towards one common goal. It's amazing what we witness can happen when people make that step to make a real difference in other people's lives.
So one of our main core values is helping to bring dignity back to the lives of the people that we serve. One of the ways that we do that is we sit down with the people and the communities that we're serving. We learn more about their main challenges, what's holding them back. We select leaders within those communities to really get a good idea of what resources can be brought to their situation. And once we're in that position of knowledge, once we've really got a feel for how the community are operating and what their main challenges are, we're then in a position to be able to bring those resources to empower that community.
Our aim is to train people to lead in a way that benefits others. Regardless of race, culture or economic background, we help people to see the value of those around them. The main causes of the challenges that are faced in the communities where we work are marginalisation, war and persecution, and poverty. The people that we serve have been born into a situation that presents them with hardships and in turn places them in a position of need. Not because of anything they've done, just simply because of the situation they were born into. So through the areas upon which we work, we're constantly being faced with people living in poverty and ultimately feel powerless to change their situation. So our goal is to empower them and to take control back of their lives. We believe that everyone should have the chance of making a living, and our vision is to help people gain the resources that they need to move into a position of empowerment.
So one of the most profound things I've seen happen once somebody's been on a mission trip, including myself, is the transformation that takes place. By the time you've gone through your cross-cultural training, you're sent out onto location, you spend time with people who are suffering, you've heard stories of trauma, of tragedy, you've also heard stories of hope, and you've been that light to somebody. By the time you've gone through that whole process, it's a whole transformation that takes place. You all of a sudden are looking at the world in a different manner. You're seeing things that you never saw before. The mission doesn't end when you fly back home. The mission starts when you fly back home.
It's a very life-changing, eye-opening experience. It was very rewarding to meet the children and to build a relationship. It was amazing to see the children when they first started and they first came, and then after we ministered to them and spent time with them, you could see them opening up and their little personalities shining through. I didn't realise that I was so good with children and how much love I had. I didn't realise how much patience I had for children, but being around them and helping just makes me, it made me see like all of the qualities that I have, which I didn't even realise were there to begin with.
So yeah, I always felt like I live for something more, not just for myself. I always wanted to help people. So when I started to volunteer with Collective Calling, it gave me an opportunity to go to places and help people, see how people live in different, and it was so joyful to help them, to see children's smiles, to see these women happy. So it gave me a new thinking of how I can be useful in society, how I can people around me. So when I got back home from the mission experience, from the mission trip, it was just, it gave me new breath, new view to my everyday situation. I highly recommend you to get in touch with Collective Calling, because they know where people are in need, where you can go to the mission with them and be useful and helpful for society and other people in our planet and make our world better.
If you've ever had a calling to go out into the world and be that light to somebody else and that hope to somebody else and help those in need, then contact us now. Collective Calling Mission Experience offers an experience of a lifetime. Contact us now to find out more details. Okay, God bless.